Hello everyone, today I will be discussing the game Cyberpunk 2077 and its deep social and political commentary on the future of the world we live in. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you to consider giving this video a like by the end. And if you enjoy video commentary and analysis like this one, do consider joining me on this journey and subscribing to my channel. And without any further delay, here is the video. When thinking of the game Cyberpunk 2077, what often might come to the minds of many would be a rough launch and a hyped DLC. However, despite the shape of the game originally launching, there was always something quite intriguing about the story of the game to begin with. A story which many simply couldn't enjoy without overlooking an abundance of bugs and game-breaking glitches. However, we're not here to analyze that. So to understand why the game's lore and story reach depths further than newcomers may get at first, you have to understand that this game was originally made a tabletop by creator Mike Pondsmith in 1988. The game has always existed to be an immersive experience to get people to wonder what they'd do in a world like Cyberpunk and how they could survive. A city of hope and dreams, yet poverty and despair, ever more growing amongst the populace. To be someone or to die no one. But Cyberpunk is about more than just a morally declining civilization. Cyberpunk is about the human spirit and what ambition and will to survive will drive someone to do. This game has always kept the same identity throughout both tabletop and the 2020 action RPG rendition. That of a dystopian world where surviving means doing whatever it takes in the moment. Shady back alley jobs? Working with corrupt politicians? And street gangs? Cyberpunk is a reflection of humanity at its most corrupt and unapologetic form. This is why we see very vulgar ads all across the city constantly. It is a society which doesn't look far off from some people's perspective of what our society is today. Though the game's major sci-fi themes are what stand out to most as far as the genre is, and the games, Cyberpunk is a reflection of reality, and a reality which most live day to day. Okay. Now, I know most people will tell you a game is a game, but there is something unique about the way Cyberpunk's story progresses that makes it hard for anyone to choose one linear path. But wait a minute, why is that? Well, you see, Cyberpunk uses reality to put it simply. People like us don't get a happy ending. The universe of Cyberpunk never tells a happy story. At least not one that doesn't have a lot of hardships and pain first. We are constantly thrown different stories left and right. I'm gonna be something in this city. But most end up being swallowed whole by the city. Like reality, we too understand that life is not like the stories most games and movies show us. Yes, we can have happiness in this life, but there will always be pain and suffering, and that there is exactly what makes Cyberpunk the most emotional, lovable game I've ever played. As a player, you've been thrown curveball after curveball, spending hours on end trying to save yourself from your time bomb ticking in your head, so to speak. A great example of how the story affects the player is the progression of your relationship with Johnny Silverhand. The first time you meet him, you're unaware whether you can trust him or if he really is a good person. However, as story progresses, your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions towards Johnny will change, depending on what you choose. You see, the thing is, throughout many hours of missions and rough situations, you'll become very close. Your V is an extension of you. The relationships you build feel real, and feel like they have real consequences. Cyberpunk, although rough at start, has been a game that has built quite a large community with fans that absolutely cannot leave it behind. And quite frankly, the developers at CD Projekt Red know this. Cyberpunk constantly throws themes of, well, punk, anti-corporation, and anti-power. And those who play the game can easily see why. The world we live in is rapidly changing, and technology has been increasing at a rapid rate. Cyberpunk is merely a mirror of possibility for our future society if we don't make a change. Look at YouTube even. Anyone can achieve the dream job of becoming a YouTuber, I once thought as a kid. We all have dreams and goals, but what's clear is that the world Cyberpunk depicts is one like our own, in the way that not all dreams come true. And if you want to become a legend, so to speak, it's a road unlike any other. There will be challenges, hardships, and bumps in the road. But when you've made it to the top, just don't forget where you came from. Hey, thank you guys so much for stopping by for my first commentary analysis style video. Please let me know what you think in the comments and how this game has impacted your life. As always, don't forget to give this video a like and share it around if you feel so kind. Love you people, and I'll see you in the next one.